Hello, it's been a while. I know I promised that I'd have videos every week now. Now my upload schedule is kind of inconsistent, so, but hopefully I'll be getting videos out sooner because I have started to record on my phone. I'm using a kickstand right now, as you can see down here. I'm using a kickstand. So, yep, very cool. Got a bunch of Transformers on my desk. So anyway, the long-awaited review. I bought this guy like a month ago. Here is this is the review for Age of the Primes Rescue Bot HEATWAVE. And can I just say, this figure is really good. It's probably my favorite use of the bulkhead mold. So let's get into it. So this figure is a very chunky representation of the original Rescue Bots model. I kind of wish they could have redid the chest a bit, but it looks very good in fire truck mode, so I'm glad. He does have some bits of bulkhead still here, like this bit. The arm assembly is the same, but this is retooled, and the head is, of course, a new head sculpt. And the head sculpt is very accurate to HEATWAVE, how he appeared in the show. So I really like this figure. It's a very good figure. It's probably my favorite use of the mold, as I've said before. He does come with 2 accessories, technically 3 if you count the ladder, but that kind of just is a part of him. He comes with his Power Up and Energize feature that he had in the show, which is basically just this fire extinguisher / double barrel cannon. And then also an Energon X, because he's a firefighter, and firefighters have X's. So, yeah, I really like this guy. He's very nice. We'll get into ratings in a bit, but yeah, this guy's really cool. His accessories are really cool. And I just like the Rescue Bots, their whole idea of there being emergency response like Transformers. That's just so cool, But going through articulation, it's the same as Bulkhead. And I did do the review for Breakdown, which is also the Bulkhead mold. So yeah, articulation is basically the same. He's got an elbow bend past 90 degrees. They're also very tight on HEATWAVE for some reason. I don't like how the shoulders work because mine like to untab a lot. I just don't want to get in there. But he can move his arms. He can twist them. He's got bicep swivel, wrist rotation, full 360. See, there it goes again. Head can move down a bit, but it's kind of blocked by his chest. It can look forward. It can turn around a full 360. And there is waist rotation, a full 360 as well. Legs can kick out, knee bend at 90 degrees. Some would say a little past. Ankle tilt. Heels can move forward. Toes can move out. So you can have like standing on something, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, he's very cool. And I love that we have more articulated versions of the original Rescue Bots, This guy definitely captures the essence of the original Rescue Bots toy, being chunky, but this one has better detail and better articulation. But I wish they had the Rescue Bots logo. That would have been so much better. But running him through a few size comparisons that I have with me. Here he is compared to Studio Series 86 Scrapper. I will probably do the Constructicons as a whole review. I don't have Mixmaster and Scavenger yet, but I do have Scrapper, Bone Crusher, and the 2-pack, so I'm probably going to do that as a whole review. So stay tuned for that. Here he is compared to Legacy Armada Starscream, who is a Voyager, and yeah, he weighs a tall Voyager. He looks tall against Scrapper, but Scrapper's basically just a glorified deluxe. But HEATWAVE is a pretty big Voyager. Bulkhead is a pretty big Voyager. Here he is next to Legacy United, sorry, Cannonball. So yeah, this is him compared to a deluxe. He's a tall figure. He's a good size figure. Here he is compared to this Rescue Bot Chase. I couldn't find the Legacy United version because I have all my Transformers, well, most of them in storage. So, I couldn't find Legacy United Chase, but I did find this guy, so I really like this guy. He's like a race car, and he just transforms. Look at that. That's so cool. But here he is compared to an original Rescue Bot, so yeah, that's cool. That's just so fun to do. And then no review is complete without the man, the myth, the legend that is Cyberverse Shockwave, because again, I couldn't find Earthspark Shockwave. I'm sorry. This guy will have to be the stand-in, but they're basically the same height. So yeah, you can kind of get the idea of what Earthspark Shockwave scales with Heatwave. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, he's a pretty good sized figure, and he has good articulation, and he looks good. But how does he transform, and what's that vehicle mode looking like? Well, if you want to see what the vehicle mode looks like, you can skip ahead, or if you already have seen my breakdown video and know how he transforms, you can also skip ahead to the vehicle, but I'm going to do vehicle mode. Take the ladder off. Parts forming. Oh, shut up. Deal with it. Flip in the heels like so. Open up these back pieces. Bring out this oil tank bit. Twist it. Fold it out. Then close that up. Do the same with the other side. And then just leave them there for now. For the upper body, we're going to flip this piece out. We're going to take the arms, push them forward, untab them, and pull them down. You kind of have to finesse them as you pull this up. Pull it up, bring the head down, take this little panel, bring that to the top, put in the arms, connect them like so, straighten out the hands, bend them in to the cab of the fire truck, and then just close that down. Then you're going to untab this crotch piece, and then extendo Patrona, fold that back up, and then this little piece will just fold down. Back to the legs, we're going to bend them at the knee, like so. We're going to flip these and make sure they tab in. And then we're going to connect the legs like so, and connect these little tabs into these little pegs here. Then we're going to kind of just fold all this up here into a fire truck looking thing. Tab these pegs into those slots on both sides. Like so. And then for a finishing touch, take the ladder, and these two slots right here, you'll take with these at the end of here, and then just slab them into each other. And you're also going to want to kind of bring these guys out, bring these feet out. Don't take the heels with you. Try not to, at least. So then you just push those back in, bring that down, and there you have Heatwave in fire truck mode. And the front end looks very beautiful, like very accurate to fire truck. And then you get to the back, and it's just like you took the tarp off of Bulkhead's vehicle and put a ladder there. It does not look good on the back, I will admit. This back needs some work. Like DNA, we need like some panels covering this bit. We need probably a bigger ladder. This bit just needs to go away. I don't even know why it's still here. I mean, to put the ladder, yeah, but... And then these feet need to like go somewhere else. If this figure was a different mold and was not reusing the Bulkhead mold, I think that this would be one of my favorite figures from Age of the Primes, because HEATWAVE was such a good character. He was the main character in the show. He deserves his own mold so he can look just so good, you know? But yeah, fire truck mode, beautiful in the front. Back needs a lot of work. For weapon storage, however, you can take this. There's a little peg, and it can slot right here on the side of the fire truck. And same with the axe, there's a slot. Peg it in. There we go. Great, now there's even more junk on the back. But yeah, I think he shines better in robot mode than he does in vehicle mode. Rolls not the best on a hard table like this with plastic wheels. I don't really have that many vehicle mode comparisons, but here he is with Chase from earlier. Straighten up that little police logo. There we go. Here he is with Chase earlier. As you can see, they're about the same size. And then here he is with Cyberworld, Optimus Prime, in truck mode. Because why not? So yeah, he's a good size vehicle. And yeah, I really like this figure. But let's get him back into robot mode for my final thoughts. So that has been my look at the Transformers Age of the Primes HEATWAVE. And he's a solid figure. If I had to give him a rating, I'd give him a 7.5. I think Chase was way better, but they did give him a new mold. That mold did have its own difficulties, and some would argue that the bulkhead mold is better, but my copy does have a few QC issues. The plastic doesn't feel like the best quality, and Chase just feels so solid. So yeah, if I had to give him a rating, I'd give him a 7.5 out of 10. He's an alright figure. But that has been my look at this figure. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon so you get notified when I make a new video, like this one that you're watching right now. I do have Twitch now. You can go follow me there. I still need to get some things worked out, but as soon as I do, I will start streaming, and you can come watch me play some games live, or you can come watch me unbox some stuff live. Anyways, hope y'all stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Roll out.